Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I just realised I haven't got the right microphone plugged in. Hold on a sec. Let's see if that makes a difference for you, because sometimes it can do. Let's see if that works a little better. Get the sound happening properly. Hopefully you can hear well. Let's move along to the cards though. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I have got Lenormand cards this morning, although it's not the Gilded Reverie Lenormand that I usually use because it's a weekend. It is Saturday. I've chosen one of the other decks. Let's go across and have a look. Tune in and connect in with your spirit guides or however you like to receive that messaging for you personally. Here we go. Now, what I've got, it is the Siren Song. It's that beautiful deck that is by, let me think, I can't remember now. I might have to actually just open it. No, guidebook. Hang on. The guidebook has it at the bottom. There we go. So it's Carrie Paris, Tony Savory, and Tina Hart. So this one is this is the guidebook that goes with the Lenormand and Kipper cards. This is a kit, really, a reading kit that is divining the decks with Lenormand and Kipper cards. So with this, it opens quite well, and the layout inside is the Lenormand deck and the Kipper deck. I'm not using the Kipper deck today. I am only using the Lenormand. So here we are, Lenormand, whatever way you pronounce it is fine. So we've got birds, and I'm going to read this as the usual spread that I create. So it's home, the main theme for our day, and work. That's the way I've got the energetics fed into, if you like, connecting into this 3-card spread. So the birds are in the home space. We've got the house as the main theme for our day, and it is mountain in the workspace. So I usually do read the central one first, being the main theme. So I'm going to read the house card first, because that is, well, that's just how I do it. If you like to read them left to right or the other way, right to left, or whichever, you can choose whichever way your understanding comes in best for what you want in your day from these 3 cards. It doesn't even have to be those energy centers that we're looking at for you. You can just look at them and think, oh, that's speaking to me, with your spirit guides helping you, or your own intuition, or it's whatever you feel and understand from using cards, okay? And a good morning to Deb. Lovely to see you this morning. Lovely, lovely. Now I'm going to also zoom in on these 3 cards and reposition, of course, so that that's all we've got is the cards. We don't need a box of how they present. We don't need that box here. So here we are with a house card. What sort of details are you attracted to? Now, keeping in mind that these other little symbols here, the diamonds and the clubs, I mean, that is the relevant card that the Lenormand does correspond to in a regular playing deck that we get, the 52 cards. So these are, there's the King of Hearts, that is the 7 of Diamonds, and that is the 8 of Clubs. Okay, so these cards are relevant for those in the regular playing deck. With house being card 4, now I do actually read for this particular deck, this because it's not something I'm familiar with, I am going to read from the guidebook so that it is relevant to how their artwork is interpreting the cards, but it's also relevant for learning new interpretations, because one of the things is that just because the creator or inventor of the Lenormand deck way back when, and I cannot remember the exact time that it's been documented as being created, but it was Mademoiselle Lenormand, whatever her name is, and it is French, of course, how she intended it to be used. I presume is parlour game type stuff. That's what even the tarot supposedly started as. You just, we take it as being, look, this is what we have now and this is what we're working with. but it's with the interpretation of the creator of this particular deck that sometimes it is a good idea to use the origins of who did the art. It gives an extension of what is the original understanding. And thank you for that, Michaela. It is solstice. For us, it's summer solstice here in the Southern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere, I think, does the 22nd for the winter solstice. So not 100% sure which is correct. Look, go with your heart. And I'll put that up again. Happy solstice for those of us who understand in the way of the 21st being the summer one. For here, anyway, Southern Hemisphere. Thank you, Michaela. Now, with the house energy, we've got that showing right now. I've got no idea really. The Instagram one is off center for some reason. I think what I have to do for the Instagram is put it that way a bit. So I'll give a full view in that view for the moment, and then I'm going to put it back where it was. Okay, so for anyone who is Instagram can do a quick snapshot, but it's probably past that opportunity now. Now the house. We have keywords first in the guidebook. So the keywords are success, improvements, home. So our main emphasis today, as the theme of the day, is going to be the house, the home. It's success, improvements, home, obviously. And it is a Saturday. So you probably have weekends off. You've got time to do those improvements and look after house and home. Bring that into your intention today. You're going to get a lot done. You're going to have that being at home style of day. Everyone needs a excuse me. I'm just going to say hello to Kay before I start the explanation. Morning, Roz and all. And Kay loves the pretty cards, loving the birds. Aren't they gorgeous cards? They absolutely are. So let's get back to the explanation. So the interpretation that these three ladies, I'm assuming it's three ladies, so they have, everyone needs a solid foundation on which to build their future. The house card indicates success and stability in all life areas, from business to relationships. Now this one is our home theme space that we've got this in. So if your current situation has been rocky or turbulent, house confirms that this problem is done like dinner and the situation will improve dramatically. So you needn't worry anymore. The only difficult placement of house is directly beneath your Sirens card. Well, that's in a Grunter blow. And in the beneath your Sirens card and in the centre of the spread. Well, we have it as a different spread. So the layout isn't really that important, but this is our theme for the day. It is that solid foundation. It is that success. It's the situation resolving itself. If you've had a few turbulent moments or times in the past, it's resolving today. And it does mean it's done like a dinner. It is a bit of a completion, but it's things that are going to definitely improve in whatever way you intend and want things to improve. So put that intention there right from the start. And it's wonderful to see there is a troll, a spammer. Do not respond to them. Kerry Ann, good morning, Ros and all. Lovely, lovely to see you. Good. Now we're going to go on to the first of our emphasis for the home space. Remember this one, the house card is in our theme for the day. So solid foundations on which we're putting our intention into things improving through the day. And our birds in the home space. So thank you very much, Kay. Now, birds, the key words are discord, conflict, illness. Now, I haven't heard these keywords in any of the other guidebooks that I've got access to. I can't remember it being about discord. I can remember it being about arguments and stuff, so maybe that is discord. Look, whatever, and I use the app Discord for those of you who are into the computing and social communication. Discord as a social app is a very interesting space too. I do feel birds are more about communication. So these keywords, interesting. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, sorry, I was reading whip. Duh, yeah, that's Discord. Sorry about that. Let's cancel, reverse. Let's cancel all of that. We'll go to the birds keywords, which was where my thumb was hiding the whole thing. Keywords for birds is effort, hard work, stress, and distraction. Well, that can be a truth. It's still not mentioning communication, where that's where I feel birds really is. So, anyway, let's go into the rest of it. So, we've got a little elbow grease never killed anyone. There are times when it's necessary to go the extra mile to complete what you set out to do. So, interesting. Yet, when birds appear, go find some aspirin. I'm not 100% feeling this in the energy that I get from the birds card. But anyway, the card brings stress, distraction, and headache. Tasks become greater than anticipated and to-do lists lengthen. There's one good thing at least. I enclose birds and frustration will fly away as quickly as they came. So birds also bring an amazing amount of frenetic energy. Harness it to get through this aggravating situation. Well, that explains a little bit the frenetic energy, the lots of activity. As I look out my office window every day, because I'm in here every day, it's a happy space and place for me because I can see my bird bath just out the window across near the fence. It's got the beautiful trees above it and a nice little succulent, it's a big growing succulent bush now, not just a little snippet. But the activity, it is speedy, it's quick. They come in, have their drink or their bath, and off again and do their feeding from the lawn, picking the worms and bugs out. All of that is quick, it is speedy, it is in a flash. So I think really the message from the birds this morning is whatever, and this is mentioning that lengthening to do list, that whatever you are needing to work through today and get done, you will at a fast pace because your focus is going to be on those activities and the list that you've got there to, you know, this time of year, it does seem to be more frenetic a pace than any other time. Frantic, yeah, tension building, all the things that you need to get done because it's Christmas and preparing for get-togethers and present giving and secret Santas and oh, so much stuff that we're doing. I just back off. I don't get involved in all of this anymore. I've learnt from my maturing years not to be as concerned about what doesn't get done. It doesn't matter. What is important is being with those that you love in the family home, in the shared friends places and spaces, even work dues and stuff. It is, and for me, it comes back to that communication and that I understand the birds to represent is that chatting with each other, that getting together and being in communion with people. This is with another bird, so for us, we're humans, it's going to be with other humans. As much as we'd like to think that animals understand us, who knows if they do or not? We can't actually talk to them. There are some whisperers, animal whisperers. Maybe you could talk with those. I know Dagmar's a very good animal whisperer. She's a friend of my daughter, and etc. So, communication across all avenues in whatever way that you need to today to get things done, to start ticking off all of those things on your to-do list that's, well, is it active or have you just left it in a drawer? I know what I've done with mine. Probably not the best thing, but I'm going to have a very casual at home Christmas, so there you go. And what do I need to do? Not much. We'll see. We'll see. Right, now, I'll just check the comments. And we've got Narelle here. Good morning, Roz. Hope you are all well. We're definitely very well here, so hope you are too. And not feeling the anxiety of what Christmas can bring, but the joy and happiness. And I know, Shaz, good morning, everyone from Sharon. And I know you get excited around this time of year. And well, you start counting down from Flaming June. How many weeks to Christmas? You have a lovely time, which is fine. You enjoy that. And Kay's agreeing as far as all the hectic stuff. Well, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about there, so lovely. Thank you. It's nice to have someone agreeing with me. Right, now we are going to move on to our mountain in the workspace. Oh, and I went and bumped that lovely geometry. I did have them all very even and level there at one point. Our mountain in our workspace at card 21. So that is keywords about rival, challenge, struggle, and resistance. So this is in the workspace. So there are some things happening to put up some barriers in the workspace. A mountain for me from the Gilded Breviary, it feels like it's more just the blocks that can happen. But don't forget that with, and I'll explain this after I've read the book, meaning the one that's actually in the guidebook, because I'm going off on a tangent a little here. So mountain, the meaning from here is, well, close to the siren, we'll just assume that it's what it is. Mountain warms of a fierce enemy, a person or situation that's working decidedly against you. It's like that brick wall. That's my added bit. At its core, the mountain is cold, overwhelming, and distant, and shows up as an obstacle, a formidable challenge that hinders and delays forward momentum. When far, mountains show strong allies. Yeah, well, we haven't got that relationship factor with the Granta blow, so it's not near or far, it just is. And mountains are a regal, strong, solid structure, not easy to move. But what I feel, and this comes from a bit more the way that the mountain's depicted in the Gilded Breviary by Ciro Marchetti, our regular weekday deck, that one has a much more global view of the mountain structure being part of a mountain range with the valleys and the smaller hills and the lots of big ones, but it does bring it forward as being many obstacles. This one we've got depicted as being the one obstacle. In the workplace, look, it can be all sorts of things that just hold us up in the flow of what we're doing. It can be sometimes that really big brick wall, the mountain, that seems insurpassable and we just cannot get around it. We have to change direction completely. It could be either or. I mean, obstacles at times can be shifted, can be moved around, can be climbed over. And really, when you look at this, as being your Everest, there's many people still who climb at Mount Everest. There's many people who like to do that type of thing for fun, mountain climbing, cliff climbing, adventure seekers. It doesn't really matter. It's how we look at and see and perceive what might be that block, what might be that thing that's dropped off the cliff and in our way. Climb over it, walk around it, blow it up, whatever way that you need to move that energy so that you are getting to the other side as you need to, or to the top to see what that beautiful view might look like. There's so many different perspectives and ways that we can see what a mountain might be for us. It could even be that is going to give us that challenge that we are building muscles, keeping fit, being able to get to the top of whatever our achievements are, to look at that overall perspective of, wow, look how far I've come. It could be that sense of achievement, just what you need in your life today. And it could, well, we've got this in our workspace. So take those few things that seem to be blocking your path and shift them into that challenge that's going to build your muscles, that's going to give you different opportunities to look at things even much more differently than you might have before. Okay, so I'm just going to put my pencil away and bring that down so that those on Instagram can have a chance to see the full picture of these. I'm just going to see how well it will fit. So it's just the cards for the Instagrammers, and it's not working all that well to get that centered here. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm just going to have to go back that way and get the full picture in for you. I think that's about the best way I can do it. There's the bird, the house, our mountain. And it's still not doing it, so it's just bad luck. There we go. Oh, does that move it that way? Oh, found another way to use a button. use a tool. So from that 3 card spread, we can see that we might have some challenges today, work-wise. We might have some challenges in getting through that list that we've got from the bird card in our home space. But overall, what we're having is definitely resolution and improvement from that is our house card being the main theme. Solid foundation and feeling the stability, and definitely that we put our energy into in our home space is going to continue to evolve and improve and grow as our intention is. Put that positive energy into that best intention that you have. Okay, for those at home and around you, your home and what's around you. And our safest home space is our inner self, that inner home that is our soul energy. SOUL, not SOLE. What's another way of spelling soul? Anyway, that's it for today. That's our reading. I'm hoping for beautiful weather to go for a walk. We've got cloudy weather. I'd forgotten about the weather report. It's very cloudy. So anyway, all the best for whatever you have in your day today. Keep being the best you that you can be in all ways. And I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Until then, namaste.